So we'll get back to some more Shadow Generations, where last time we got to blast through a newer stage in the timeline, that being Sunset Heights, for some reason, and reconvened with some old loved ones of ours, that being Maria and Gerald Robotnik. I keep wanting to call him General Robotnik, but no, Gerald Robotnik. And this time, we've got some stages to go through for some keys. So, let's get started with all of that. What is this one? Crush with Surf Spin. And we get to listen to new music. Let's do this machine. Don't know what this is about, but hey, I'll take it. So what is this one? You just destroy stuff with the manta ray? Yeah, okay. So, oh god, not destroy ourselves, Jesus. I should probably not boost through these. Shadow, buddy. Shadow. Oh god. This is kind of awkward to control. Thank god it's only 25 of these. It shouldn't be that bad. And we got extensions to our top. What are you doing, Shadow? Oh my god. All right, hop through here. And can I just crash into... No, I can't. I have to actually dodge into them. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, this gets a little bit unwieldy a little bit. The Manta Ray is not very much an attacker more than anything. It can work if you do it right. I'm just really bad at it. All right. Got lots of these to destroy. Pretty easy. All right. We're done. No S rank, but that was because I was being stupid. Alrighty. One done. One to go. At least on this side. What music do we want for this one? Let's go further down. I wish this could go down faster. Actually, where was it? I know I saw it. This is perfect for Knight of the Wind. Even though this makes no sense for Shadow to be the Knight of the Wind, because he was... Who was he in that game? He was Lancelot, I think? Which, honestly, I kind of wish we got costumes for them to reflect those. Because they actually looked kind of cool. I know it was a dumb concept, but it looked cool. Also, I was not paying attention to what I need to do here. Oh, rings. And yeah, if you get hit at all, you do lose the rings for the collection, so do keep that in mind. Alright. But see, isn't the song perfect for this? And reminds me too much of Sonic and the Black Knight. I gotta stop talking about that game. I'm talking about it like I do with Sonic Heroes, and that's getting bad. Alright. Let us make sure we get these rings, because I need all the rings. And, collectible, why not? Alright, come to me, Eagle. Mr. Eagle Man, who can take away my chaos powers for some reason. Alright. Heading over here. And we'll take you on up. Take you on over there. Whee! Chaos Control! And I can actually take this. I want this. Sorry, Mr. Eagle. You were just not that much help for me. And I need these rings. Just, man, pretty tight if you just accidentally skip some and get hit. Wow. All's well that ends well. Another key for us. Alright, so now we gotta get to the other side somehow, which I think I kind of see. Head on over here. Oh yeah, that was easy. Alright. Starting off with beware of pillars that pop up. Okay. What do I want for this one, too? Reach for the star. We'll go with... Man, there's a lot of these I do not know the context of. Oh, right, there's the Sonic Frontiers music, too. I forgot about this. We'll go with one of the cyberspace ones. We'll save a lot of the Cullen Quinn ones for later. We'll go 1-2. Because it makes sense. So I guess since we're just going through here, oh, we just don't get crushed. Okay, that's easy enough, I think. So, what is happening? Oh, I see. I wish I could double jump after the fact on that. What am I doing? Go up here. Jesus. I am really bad at this game sometimes. So since we're just going through here, I can talk about random stuff. For those who... Oh, God. Please open up. For those who have been watching the Okami LP, you would know that my poor old PS5 controller, which I am no longer using. I'm using that as a That was just stupid. I'm using that more as a backup in case I literally have no other options for stuff. That unfortunately got stick drift, and you're probably wondering, it's like, whoa, if you're playing this on PlayStation, are you still using the screwed up controller? I had a backup one, which I really didn't want to use because it's one of the, I think it's like the midnight blue one. Can I please not get, this sucks. Okay, let me just go up here. And this is what happens when I talk and play at the same time. So, what is wrong with me? But since then, to try to prevent future stick drift problems, and I have my own grievances with stick drift, I have since gotten myself a new controller, and that new controller is, for those who want to look into it, I'm not sponsoring anything, but it is the Nixie Flex. And I'm not using it for this. I'm going to be saving that for like Steam games and what have you. But that controller is so weird, but I love it. Because for the gist of it, it's basically a modified Xbox 360 controller. Hell, even Steam sees it as an Xbox 360 controller. What music do I want? We'll go with Thunder Deck. Sure. But it's such a weird controller because the way it works, you can actually change out the A and B and the X and Y buttons around, which is cool, but it has a weird reaction too, because since the buttons are technically hollow, it has a very like hollow sound feel whenever you click a button on that. So right now I'm using a normal PS5 controller, so right now it feels normal, but every time I use that new controller, the reason I got that controller to begin with is because of the Hall effect sticks, and also because the A, B, X, and Y buttons are interchangeable, which makes it so much easier for games that don't let you use PlayStation layout. I hate that so many games don't have that, unless if they came from first-party Sony games or whatever. That was the fastest one ever. Holy crap. So that's the reason I got it, because of the Hall effect, and just to make sure I can have my controllers live longer than, I don't know, 3 years or whatever. That white PS5 controller I've only had for like 2 years. That was like the one that came with the system. And I only had gotten that probably almost 2 years ago. Where's the key? There it is. So that's why I got that controller. Again, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just actually really like their controllers. They're very good controllers. Are there any for Sunset Heights? I would assume there are. Is there not one for... It's telling me to go back up there. Okay, I'll go back up there. Was there only 2 keys? And in which case, why was there none for Sunset Heights? Okay, we'll check that in a second. But anyways, the other thing I was going to talk about more, talking about controllers. Why do... Okay, we never had a problem until more like the Switch and even, well, no, PS4 didn't really have it that bad. More modern generations of consoles. Why do we have such a big problem with stick drift when in the past we never really had an issue with it? I have old GameCube controllers that I still use and they work perfectly fine. Yeah, this takes 3 keys. Why is it telling me to come back here? Oh, I do have 3 keys. I guess there was just none for Sunset Heights for right now. Okay. I'm just saying, why does stick drift exist still when it didn't really exist in the past, at least not readily? I swear, things are evolving backwards. Anyways, boss level. Battle Overlord. You have no idea how happy I was to see this guy come back. Holy crap, I love Metal Overlord. Yes, I know. So, way this guy works. We want to knock debris into him. Pretty simple. Metal Overlord is very much dumbed down because, well, his mechanic in the original game you couldn't really pull off in the same way because it required a whole different mechanic, and we're by ourselves this time. We don't need friends this time to kill your ass. Oh man, this song is so good. Yeah, this song is what I was thinking of What I'm Made Of. That's what it is. Okay. So, Metal Overlord is awesome. I love his design. Now, I know a lot of people do refer back to like the classic Metal Sonic look. Beat the crap out of you, which I didn't do because I just want to show more of your stuff. Whoa. Okay, that looks weird. So yeah, I love his design in Sonic Heroes, like real spiky look. Here comes some missiles, which we can actually knock into. Yeah, you're creating ammo for us, buddy. We'll just go and do that. These we want to avoid because that's bad dude bears for us. And yeah, just keep knocking crap into him. It slowly does damage over time, but anyways. I just love Metal Overlord so much, man. He's such a badass looking thing. It's like the one real dragon-looking character we have. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Basically, just want to jump when you see his eyes glow red. Or eye, I should say. Does he only have one eye? Or is it like two lenses on, like, opposite of that? A more vertical layout. I don't know. It's just, I'm thinking too far about his design anyways. So, head over there. Take these rings. And beat the crap out of them. And it just arbitrarily resets the song? Okay. Halfway down, you'll summon a giant water tornado, or water spout, I guess. Now for a 2D side, where it's the same thing, but in 2D. Just knock crap into him, it does a lot more damage this time. And yeah, just wait for that to come. And look, it's Ganon from Ocarina of Time. Yes. Really trying to rip off Zelda, huh? Alright. So, you can also spin in the air. I didn't really show that, but yeah, you can spin in the air as the Manta Ray, which is pretty cool. Alright, knock into all those. Then we go backwards and jump into those. What else you got for us, Metal Overlord? Or like the Overlord of nothing. Where are you going? Oh, right, you have a giant missile. That you just... Or no, that's just a ship. Never mind. Alright. And release. Yes. Chaos Control, which he actually has abilities of Chaos Control. He doesn't stop in there, but we're just too powerful. You're done. You're the imposter here. Man, we just straight up killed him. Yeesh. Why did I... Oh, I did it in a bad amount of time. Whatever. There we go. That's Metal Overlord. I mean, Shadow was there for that fight.
Are you in pain?
No. I feel a connection to the symbol in the sky. It's the same tingle as my new abilities.
It is the power of Black Doom.
Grandfather?
I made a Faustian deal with that monster to create Shadow. Now it seems that we all have to pay for my sins.
So my powers, that symbol, they're all connected.
Maria's illness couldn't be treated on Earth. I could better manage her condition on the Ark, even if her family didn't like the idea. attempted to develop the ultimate life form as a means to find a cure for Maria. My own experiments reached their frustrating limits. So when that alien warlord reached out to me and offered the miracle of chaos control, I accepted it. Through his DNA, the ultimate life form was born. Black Doom wanted me to make the perfect warrior for him. So these new abilities are all part of his grand design. You two are linked by blood. As you grow in power, so does he. He will either take control of your mind and make you his ultimate weapon, or take over your body and be reborn in you.
You made me the ultimate life form, Professor. Black Doom is a fool. I'll take this power and use it as my own.
It's our power. And also new area. With new powers, I guess. Doom gear, yes. Gotta get on over there. So yeah, we are one and the same. Well, maybe not one and the same, but definitely created from very similar backgrounds, I guess. I digress. Hey, Omega, how you doing, buddy? You actually got anything new to say? Now that I think about it. Oh god, Omega, hi. Alert, communications restored with Rouge. She is unharmed, flagging status as relieved. She is monitoring Sonic's efforts. We are to continue our mission. Kill. It's my favorite line from him. I saw that box. I want more music. We all like music here. Space gadget from Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, I don't know. Wait, was that another one that I just never opened? Oh, it's book. That's why. Okay, that's why I didn't open it. So, taking the rails on over here. Pretty simple way to get over. And you see these things. We'll talk more about that later.
Calls to me. No.
Doom Morph. We are now a weird jellyfish thing. Yeah, we can also move fast, and the way this works, it's not very clear, but the way this works is kind of like a weird grappling hook thing. So you hold it, and you can swing like a rope, I guess, with it. Lava shelter. Alternatively, you can jump into those, and you can hit these, or I guess not. I want to show more with that. Wherever you let go is where Shadow will launch from. So, for example, if you go from right underneath it, he'll pop out to the top. Alternatively, if he went a little bit further to the... well, I'll show you in a second. Let me get over here. If you go a little further, it'll just fling him across. It's kind of weird. It doesn't really make sense from a physics perspective, but know that for later. Very much know that for later. Now, these things are little challenges. I'll just show this real quick since we're pretty much at the end of the episode. Where you have to collect rings or do whatever. It's kind of... okay, Shadow. Oh, God. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So, there we go. That's a better demonstration of that. You let go at the right time, that's where he's going to go. So, it's opposite of where you think. There we go. Cleared it. And that gets us, music, apparently. Those can get you music, art, all the such. It's more collectibles, but at least we don't die in poison. Now that we have all that done, we want to turn into a jellyfish once again. and head on over here. 4. We have our next level, and this one makes the least amount of sense out of all of them to exist. I'm just saying, but I'll talk more about that next time. So, next time on Shadow Generations, I think this is actually the final big level. And for those who are modern fans of the series, you kind of know what this is already. Hey, I see you. Can I get you? Right, you have to do it one at a time. One at a time. Please don't go off the cliff. You suck. Okay, I'm not caring about that. But, anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.